All right, hi again. This is Barbara Scully, and I am a family and consumer sciences high school teacher here in Washington State. I am also a podcaster. As for my master's degree project, I created a podcast. It's called connectfcsed.com or Connect FCS Ed podcast. You can find my podcast on any of your playlists favorites: Stitcher, Simplecast, Apple, Spotify. I'm all over the place. I also have a website, connectfcsed.com, for you to go check out all the resources from all of the amazing interviews of awesome people that I have met over the last several months. So today's tutorial is going to be showing you how to embed your classroom that you created in PowerPoint into Teams and making it a customizable banner or announcement for your Teams channel. So you see the PowerPoint presentation that I created. I made it a banner for that will fit in my Teams channel. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to say File, Save As, and I'm going to browse because I put all my stuff on my thumb drive. It's just important for me. So I'm going to go to my Teams announcement banners and I'm going to call this Teams announcement, if I can spell, Teams announcement week 4. So yes, I'm going to save it as a PowerPoint first. I always save everything and then I do a backup. Now I'm going to go and save as, and I'm now going to go down and say not from a PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to make it a JPEG interchangeable format. So I'm selecting that, save. And I'm just going to say just all sides. There's only one. I know. All right, so now it has been saved. Now I'm going to go up to my Teams, which I have saved on my desktop. And it's going to take a moment to populate. All right, so now my Teams has populated and I'm going to open it up. So you see all of my Teams channels. I'm going to go over to my Try One Foods and Nutrition. This is my practice channel where I do everything prior to putting it into my actual Teams folder. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to say Add Channel. And I'm going to call this week 4, and it's September. What is week 4? I'm going to go over to my other computer monitor here, and because I don't know the weeks. So week 4 is going to be the 21st through the 25th. 21st through September 25th. Parentheses. So something that I have learned through this process, when you're doing your channels, if you want it all to go by week, you need to write it exactly the same, but just change out the number and then the dates for September and all of that. And then it will go down accordingly. So now I'm in my channel. And I'm going to go down, I'm going to hit the A with the little paintbrush. I'm going to toggle up to where it says New Conversation, and I'm going to say Announcement. Now I'm going to go over to select my background, and I'm going to upload an image. And from my previous tutorial, I've given you the dimensions on that, and that's 918 by 120 pics. And you could write that into your own customized banner and everything to make it easy for you. I'm going to go down to where it says Teams Announcement Banner, and I'm going to say Teams Announcement. There we go. Slide 1. Boom. Now it has populated. Look at that. So nice. Make sure when you are doing this that when you when you're bringing it over, or actually before you bring it over, make sure that you do everything in kind of the center of your PowerPoint when you're in the actual PowerPoint, and make sure you leave a lot of room on the sides. This is called the bleed. So that way, if in case anything gets cut off when it gets embedded into your banner, all this other fancy dancy stuff doesn't get cut off. So, and you can see, you can zoom in or not. I'm not going to, I'm just going to leave it just as is. And now look at her. She's beautiful. I love it. So now my customized banner is in. And I'm going to say, here is this week's checklist. And if you're at all curious how to put in your emojis, you press the Windows icon on your keyboard and you press period. And then, oh, why, it sort of populated. Do it again. Oh, it's because of I'm doing a video, and so it's not going to populate with my picture in the corner. So do your Windows icon and then press period, and then you're going to be able to select characters for like checklist or something like that. So now I'm going to go down to type your announcement into the mention. Okay, so I'm going to say here is this week's tutorial. Colon, click here. And if I could spell tutorial. So now I'm going to highlight. I'm going to go up to where it says insert link. And this is where you insert the link. And for me, I'm going to press cancel for right now. And I'm going to resize this a little bit. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over into my desktop and pull over, see what I've been listening to. Again, I don't do any editing on my videos because I believe you need to be, I want to be transparent. That's who I am and who I'm going to always try to be, as transparent and authentic as possible. Right now, I'm doing this without makeup and I'm partially dressed, but I wanted to do this so that way you could see who I am, where we're creating that relationship, because relationships matter. I'm not just a voice behind a screen. So I'm going to go into my stream. So we are Microsoft users, and I know you guys are too, because this is where I'm uploading all my stuff to for our Facebook group. So I'm going to go to Microsoft Stream. And a really cool thing about this, it has transcribed my voice into words. So if you have students who are within the deaf ed community, my voice has been transcribed into words for them to read. And so that's really important. So I'm going to go over to my channel. No, that's not right. Cancel. Create. My content, I'm sorry. Hit my content, and here is the videos that I've created for my class. So I'm going to go over to the ellipse button, and I'm going to hit share, and I'm going to hit copy. All right, so now I'm going to go back to my banner, and now I'm going to highlight where it says click here. I'm going to go, well, first let's make it bigger. Now I'm going to hit the links, insert link, copy, paste, insert. Now it is hyperlinked. I'm going to press bold, boom. And then I'm going to go down and that's how I'm linking everything. So you put everything up, all your videos into Stream, and then it is going to be transcribed for you. And students are able to access everything. So I'm going to press close on my stream really quick, but you need to see this. So look, transcription, and you can edit. So
All
if
right,
you
hi
don't
team.
have something, if you, or I'm sorry, if you notice that like you have broken English or the grammar is not correct, you can go through and you can edit. All right, hi team. So I'm just going to give you a quick tutorial on this assignment. This week's assignments and tasks are going to go. So I'm going to say how assignments and tasks are. I'm going to, on this week's assignments and tasks for this week, say
On how this week's assignment,
and then so you're able to save everything.
So first of all, you're going to have this.
So, and that's what I love about Stream right now. I'm able to go through and I'm able to edit the transcriptions if need be. So that is what I'm doing here. So when I go back to my Teams banner, my banner's embedded. I have uploaded the stream video for this click here, because what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make this a one-stop shop for my students. This is going to be the weeks, how week 4 is going to go, the agenda, our assignments, my tutorials, my lectures. Everything is going to be uploaded and make it a one-click source. I'm also going to be uploading my weekly, it's always going to be the same banner, and for all my Zoom links. My students also know, hey, technology has glitches all the time. My first week, in fact, teaching, we had to pivot immediately over into a Teams channel, Teams meeting instead of Zoom, because for whatever reason my Zoom links broke. So we immediately clicked over to Teams meeting, set that up, so I was able to have that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see any of my students just because of the grid, but they were there, and that is the most important thing. If I can't see them, it's fine, but we're able to have these really good conversations in the chat box. I'm able to ask them questions, and then they write something out in the chat box. So making sure that they're engaged that way, that's what is important to me. And that should be important to you. Cameras on, don't make that a priority for you. You want to build that relationship. You're in my house only because I'm comfortable enough to let you see my background. But my sons are in the other room right now, and they're loud from what I can hear and playing Xbox. But other students, they could have so much other things going on in their background or in their home, and that is really hard to invite you in. So please don't ever make that a requirement for them. Relationships matter. Relationships first before content, always. I play games in my classes. I only have 45-minute sessions with my students twice a week, so 2 classes per day, and I have office hours, and I'm making myself accessible to them at all times. But this is how I'm setting my stuff up, and I'm making it into bullet points, and this is what's important for me. I want it to be action steps. I don't want to write out what the agenda is. I want it to be action steps so that they can see it and then they can apply it. And that is what is important for me. And here I'm just going to press what I've learned throughout this process. If you keep it in that edit mode, stuff gets lost. So always just post it and then go back up and hit the edit button. But for your assignments, always go up, and I'm going to show you another trick of what I've learned. I'm going to go up, I'm going to say create from existing because I've already done this. And I'm going to drop down to my Foods 1 class. Wait. Go back. Oh, well, that's the practice one. That's why. Go here. My Serve Safe Chapter 1 notes. That. And so my Serve Safe Chapter 1 notes, and I have it where students edit their own copy. Make sure that that is up. My due date, I always have to switch it up because it's going to be due on the 18th, and I am channel. My resource is being added, as you can see, and as soon as it is done adding that resource here, there will be like a green check mark. All right, so now my Serve Safe Chapter 1 notes have been uploaded. My due date, I've switched it over to Friday, September 18th, but that is for week 3. So let's just say for Friday the 25th for all sense and purposes here. I realize that I'm able to don't assign to students added to the class in the future. I'm always going to keep that where will be students assigned to all students added to this class in the future. I am going to say that because for my class, they need to have the prereqs in order to move forward. And my classes are all strictly online right now. So now everything is up. I'm going to press assign. And now I have my assignment. I'm going to go back and so students will see that. Edit assignment. See, the problem is here, because I did this in the app, you don't have the link per se. So it's really important when you are making your assignments and everything that you open it up into the full desktop version, because I don't have that web address right now. So I'm going to press cancel, and I'm going to go back to the general channel, and we have this here. Now I'm going to go and I am going to copy this link from the general channel. I'm going to go back to week 4. I'm going to go up to the 3-dot ellipsis, and I'm going to press edit. And I'm going to, another bullet point because it's action. Here is this week's assignment. Click here. And I'm going to not bold that. I'm going to highlight, go back up to the link, press Control V, insert, goes up. Yes, it's always going to be Microsoft Stream, and that's always just going to be a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. Press highlight and then do the bold because I like it to be bold. And press done. Now watch this. I'm going to click, and it's going to take that student directly back to my general channel, and they're going to view assignment. Because I'm the teacher, it's always going to look a little different for me on my end, but for others, they will have the actual assignment. Again, I'm just trying to make this as streamlined as possible, one-click shop for them. I'm going to click, here's the week's tutorial, and as you can see, the little the circle, is letting me know that it's thinking. So after I selected the watch this tutorial here, it then took me through the process of authenticating myself through my school district and my email, password, all of that. And then it populated the stream video, and that way my students see it and they could watch the video as many times as possible. It's giving them all of the information that they're going to be doing. So I start a tutorial, and then I do a lecture video, and then I upload the actual PowerPoint resource for them. So if they didn't want to watch my video, they don't have to. They can then just go to the PowerPoint and then figure out how to do the assignment. And then I add the assignment for them, and always have it in students edit their own version, and all of that is really important. So always, when you're doing this stuff, always do this in your full desktop version, because then you could just click on the website links up at the top in the your web address. So a lot of really good stuff, a lot of important information here, and I'm sorry it took so long to get through, but I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to always find me on Facebook, or I have my own Facebook group, FCS Tips, and I have a Twitter channel at Scully6Files, and Instagram, Connect FCS Ed. I hope you're having a good day. Bye.